Hey everybody, I'm Ellen here at Etrailer.com, and we're taking a quick look at the Blue Ox bolt-on base plate. This makes a pretty universal kit for a lot of different vehicles. Really the main thing that you want to have on that vehicle to make this work is a sturdy metal bumper that's relatively flat. These are going to need to attach to a flat surface, and you want to make sure that that bumper is strong enough to to take the weight of your vehicle. There's a good chance you'll probably have to do some modification regardless. It does come with everything laid out here on the table, so I'll go over those parts with you in just a minute in more detail to make sure that this fits for you. But really, it's just going to give you that really basic base plate. A lot of people will use these on Jeeps, trucks, FJ Cruisers, anything that has that nice flat bumper. Might be an aftermarket bumper or something, so you do want to make sure that you check it out, make sure all the components are in good working order so you can get these guys installed. The thing that's kind of nice about this kit is that it's pretty low profile. It's just these two brackets, so really this is what you're going to be seeing on the outside of your vehicle with that hardware mounted through. So if you're using the long bolts, have these pushed through. So it's really a pretty discreet or a pretty non-obtrusive addition to the front of your vehicle, and it can be pretty simple, especially if you have one of those vehicles that I mentioned or a vehicle that's going to work with. It can be a bit more of an economical choice as well, so that's always a nice component for this piece or for this kit. So let's jump in, look a little bit closer at each of those components and talk a little bit more about how this is going to be installed. You do need to make some modifications. You need 4 holes drilled out in that bumper to attach the hardware here. So we're going to have our main bracket. This is compatible with any kind of Blue Ox tow bar. It has that double lug design, so there's slides right in and fits up. On the back side, you do have a plate to give you a little bit more structure and stability, so you can put that through. We'll get long bolts and short bolts, so whichever one works better for you. If you have a tube right behind that bumper, usually those short or the longer bolts will be good, and those measure about 6.5 inches long. If we go from underneath the head to the very end of it, it's really, if we go from overall length, it's about 6 3/4 inches long, and our short bolts are about 2 inches long. It does come with split washers, fender washers, and lock nuts to get that hardware installed. And the holes on these brackets are about 1/2 inch in diameter. As far as the brackets themselves for size, looking at about 4.5 inches wide, and then about 1.5 inches tall. It's kind of hard to see that there. And these stick out about 3 3/4 inches. The distance between the mounting holes, center to center, is about 3 1/4 inch. There is a little bit of an offset as far as where those plates are welded to the bracket, so you do want to pay attention to that and to the instructions on where to place that to make sure that it's right, because it kind of depends on which side, as far as which direction you want to put it, just puts different stress on those brackets, so you want to make sure you do it right the first time. Of course, you always want to check the hardware after a certain number of miles, maybe about every 5,000 miles. You want to go back through, torque everything down, make sure it's looking good, the holes aren't elongating or anything. This does have a capacity of 5,000 pounds, so you want to make sure that your vehicle is no more than 5,000 pounds, and also everything else loaded up on it as well as below that number. That's pretty much all there is to it for our quick look at the Blue Ox bolt-on base plate kit. I hope this has been helpful in deciding if this is the right kit for you. Again, this is only one component of your complete flat tow setup. Those are all the other parts you'll need. And again, you'd find those all here at etrailer.com. So you want to have your base plate, which is this kit. You also want to have your tow bar, your wiring, and your safety chains if they don't come with your tow bar, as well as a braking system. If you want to see more information, again, we have a lot of resources available here at etrailer.com, so check them out. Thanks for watching.